What's up? We're live.
We're live.
Yo.
I always look so fucking amazed when I go live and make sure everything's working because I just... everything's been working for a while. I just won't ever
just
believe
like, holy
it.
shit, it works.
I know, every fucking time, right? That's like my shtick now. So, alright. We have a lot of fucking shit to cover, though. Like, a lot. A lot. Oh man, now I gotta find it again. But we are going to be covering all of the news that came out of San Diego Comic-Con, which, I mean, we knew it was mostly going to be Marvel news. But there are some other things. So.
I'm glad that Comic-Con is a thing for news again. Because there was a couple of years there where it wasn't, and it kind of sucked.
And yeah, and it was a couple of years where, like, it didn't even happen at all. Because fucking COVID, right? Like, This was the first year back? Or did it come back last year? I don't think so.
I think it was like, last year was like, limited capacity.
Yeah.
And online. They did like a lot of online stuff. But Hall H announcements haven't been a thing for like 4 or 5 years now, so that's cool. So that's back. So
did you think that we never had live Hall H panels before?
I've never seen a live Hall H panel.
Maybe, do they post them after the fact? Because I swear I've seen them.
Maybe they used to, maybe.
But
some of the smaller ones that aren't in Hall H or are in a different room, they definitely do like streams of those after the fact. But I don't think I've ever seen like Marvel or DC or Star Wars like a big one from like live.
Yeah.
But
I feel like I've always seen clips from it, but never like
a whole panel.
The whole thing.
I've seen the whole panel. I don't know. I just feel like here we go again. Us plebs at home don't get to see all the footage, but we still found some anyway. Like,
it's
real
funny.
shitty Bigfoot style footage, but
like San Diego is probably the biggest con in the world. And it's like the one I have no desire to go to.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, nope. I don't. Nope.
I'm perfectly content to just watch the info roll in on my phone.
Yeah.
Yep. No desire to go.
You know, like, getting into those panels is really hard. And that would be the whole point of going. And if you go all that way and deal with 100,000 people and don't get into the fucking panel, I would be mad.
It's probably fun if you have no interest in that. You're just going to cosplay and like walk around and take pictures and stuff. It's probably cool that way, like a normal con. But yeah, I have no desire in going to wait in line for 8 hours to get to a panel. I don't go to conventions for panels ever. So
I would do that for some Star Wars shit.
There you go. That's the one. I've done it for that, I guess. So
yeah, celebration panels.
Celebration.
I'm gonna do Dragon Con panels this year.
Dragon Con has panels?
It does.
I'm always too
There
drunk.
are panels at Dragon Con, I've heard.
There's a lot of panels at Dragon Con.
Yeah, there are.
There's a panel every year by Jim Butcher, and there's just a line of people dressed as Harry Dresden. And I giggle at them every time I walk by.
I don't know how to get to the panels at Dragon Con.
I don't either.
I'm pretty sure I've drunkenly stumbled through them before, but...
This will have been like my 8th Dragon Con this year, and if you were like, hey, there's a panel for like the Star Wars track happening right now, I wouldn't have a fucking clue where that is.
They're in like the little side mini conference rooms.
Yeah, you see them every day. Like you see people in line every now and then.
I think they're in the Hyatt.
I think they're all over.
Wait, where's the Tiki Bar? Which hotel is the Tiki Bar?
The Hyatt.
All right, yes, it's in that hotel.
No, Marriott. Sorry.
No, the Marriott has the Tiki Bar?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's up. Yeah, it's up. I think so.
No, the Tiki Bar's down.
Another thing I've never gone to.
You've never been to the Tiki Bar?
Opening night party. I've never been there. I've never been to the Tiki Bar at Dragon Con.
Damn.
Never been.
There's an opening night party?
Yeah, it's like one of those things someone always makes like an event. It's kind of like the opening night event where they do the carpet and the trashy thing, like with the trash can. It's like one of those deals. It's just like an impromptu, like, hey, a bunch of people are going to the Tiki Bar like the first night of the convention, like if you want to go. I've never gone. But then again, like rum runners are famous at Dragon Con, like the rum buckets. Never have had one. Every year, I'm like, as soon as we get there, I'm going to get a rum bucket. I have never had one.
We should check that off our list this year.
You guys can.
No.
if
Yeah,
you have a separate account,
congratulations, Nikki. She's carrying a little Nikki.
I am.
So,
They're very
woohoo!
small right now.
Which also means nobody gets sad and sassy with her because she can't have any alcohol at Dragon Con.
I can finally publicly talk about.
Yes.
Stacy, do you know how we told Joe?
Oh my gosh, it took me so long.
No.
Okay, so the context to it is there's a guy on TikTok that used to be a hobo and now he's not a hobo because he got famous on TikTok and so now he can afford an apartment.
Okay.
But
that's
he
the
does
side of TikTok I'm not on.
He does very specific videos where he's like, the person sending you this is sending you this to tell you like we should hang out, or you know, I think you're cool, or I accidentally drank all the milk. And I found one that was I'm pregnant. So
So hold on. Am I allowed to say when you sent it to me, like the day? I won't say the date. I'll just say it was one of those days as a parent that was like crazy. And like I had a bunch of stuff going on that morning and that afternoon. And like I had seen that her and Steve, like we have a chat that's the three of us called Steve's Significant Others. So you sent the TikTok in that chat, and then I didn't look at it for like 5 hours.
We had texted his wife, other Stacy, and we're like I texted her pretty much at the same time. Where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then I'm like, has Joe checked his phone? She's like, no. And I'm like, okay, don't tell him.
You're like, is this the upside down? Joe hasn't looked at his phone in 5 hours.
That is the upside down, for real.
Well,
it was just one of the things where it's like, oh, there's a TikTok, I'll watch it when I can, and then I forgot about it, and then, yeah.
Don't forget about my TikToks. They might have
Guilty.
life-changing information in them.
Guilty of doing that, too. Well, your costume at Dragon Con's gonna rule, so I'm jealous. I'll enjoy Dragon Con. It's not in the cards for me this year. Maybe next year I'll finally get to go back, but not this year. But yeah, apparently there's panels there. I've Dragon Con was a drunken, ridiculous blur for me.
That's about right.
So yeah, all right.
Comic-Con news.
Comic-Con news.
We're gonna go through the list of Marvel shit, and we're gonna start with what's coming out first, which is She-Hulk, which is in a few weeks.
We got a new trailer.
Yeah.
Few weeks. What?
And we got a new trailer.
Oh, we got a new trailer. Yes, they've
Looks
confirmed.
like the CGI is better.
They fixed.
We knew
CGI.
it was going to be.
Daredevil is confirmed in it. He appears to be wearing 2 different suits in the footage.
Yes.
So excited for them to be superhero lawyer friends.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Rumor has it Jessica Jones might also be in it, but they're keeping that close to the chest. So we'll see.
I hope that's true.
Bruce Banner's in it. And Wong is in it.
Yes.
Who, Wong's fucking everywhere, man. I fucking love that guy. So,
Sorcerer Supreme.
He is the Sorcerer Supreme. So, we'll see. It is going to be 30-minute episodes, sitcom episodes, is what is happening. So, we already should know off the bat, it is not going to be long. It's going to be comedic action. So, we'll see.
It looks okay.
Average Star Wars length.
Average Star Wars length, pretty much. So, that'll be out, and then we have next after that. Actually, after that is Werewolf by Night, which they haven't said shit about. So I'm kind of confused.
I don't even know what that is.
It's supposed to be like a Halloween special on Disney Plus. Werewolf by Night is a weird character that Moon Knight actually made his first appearance in the comics. Perfect for a Halloween thing, but I thought they would have brought it up at some point, but they didn't. So I don't know. It's supposedly still happening. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
And then after that we get Wakanda Forever in November. So, woo!
Trailer for
The trailer
that,
for that was fantastic.
So I haven't actually seen the trailer, but I've seen people's reactions to the trailer, and I've seen like stills from the trailer, and it looks very pretty.
This is a trailer. Like, if we were ever gonna make you watch a trailer,
I
of
don't
all
look-
trailers,
I'm like, I don't even want to see Nope anymore because I saw the second trailer for it in the theater. I'm like, oh, it's just fucking aliens. Okay. Like, I didn't know what it was before, and then I saw the trailer, and it made me want to see it less. It gave me too much information.
It was pretty obviously aliens.
I mean, yes, it was. But now I know that they're trying to get pictures of the aliens, I think, to save their farm. And it's like, okay, this is more information than I wanted. So that's why I don't watch trailers.
She feels very strongly about this, as you can tell.
this trailer's so beautiful, though.
I forced her to watch the Rings of Power trailer.
That's also
We'll get to that.
important.
It was pretty.
That's also important.
But I am excited. I'm already hyped for Wakanda Forever. I don't need to watch the trailer. I'm already excited for it.
Fair enough. It's a very good trailer.
I
It
believe that.
really is.
Namor's in it. He's going to be introduced.
And they're going with a full-on, like, Aztec, Mesoamerican, like, bent for that.
I
and
really
it's
like it.
really cool. I'm really excited
Yes.
for that. So, we'll see.
I can't say a lot based on the trailer because I think I read too much in the plot leaks, but I'm excited.
Of course you did.
I can say things. I can say
I-
things.
The trailer itself, though, like starting out with a version of Bob Marley's Woman No Cry and then fading into Kendrick Lamar had me fucking. I was like, oh my god, I love
It's
this
a
It was
trailer.
really
perfect
good.
use of
Yeah.
music. It was so good.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So I see you have your tinfoil halo.
I do.
What
Oh,
are your
no.
thoughts? What
I'll
are
have
your
to, like-
tinfoil thoughts?
Well, they
Phase my
they show in the trailer just a quick butt shot, basically, of the new Black Panther.
Wait, there's butts in it.
Well, just like a butt shot,
No,
like
it's
superhero
like
butt
the
shot.
back view of the Black Panther suit.
Yeah.
basically.
Just
And
like
Stacy's like, based on that ass.
Based on that ass.
cake.
Based on that ass. And the colors of the suit. There was only 2 suits that had the gold and black that I remember. One was Killmonger. And he got buried at sea, by the way. Who comes from the sea?
Namor.
Namor. So, could Killmonger come back? Maybe. But the other person that had a gold and black suit was T'Chaka, who was T'Challa's father, right?
Right.
So, assuming that Shuri was gone in the blip, right? All the nanotech stuff was her stuff, right? So, maybe this happened during the blip, and they don't have those suits, so they exhumed T'Chaka and took his suit.
It would make sense that this was during the blip because of the
It's not.
I think at least part of it is.
I mean, maybe they'll show you what happened, but it doesn't like take place during the book.
I think part of the thing that makes me think of that is when the queen is in the UN chamber and she's saying she lost all her family. I think that's
Yeah.
like it's a blip thing because that's when she lost all her family.
Also,
And
why would she be queen when Shuri would most likely be next in line at this point?
Yep. At least queen
that
in
I know
charge, right? She's
on the
always going to be
succession.
she's always going to be the queen mother, right? But
Yeah.
So my thoughts are though, however, the suit, it's hard to say it looks feminine, the butt in the suit. But it could be feminine.
Speculation based on that ass.
Speculation. So I don't think it's gonna be Okoye. It could be Shuri. It's most likely Shuri. Do I want it to be Shuri? No.
I want it to be Killmonger.
But it could be Nakia.
So I never finished What If. Is
Jesus.
Killmonger still alive at the end of What If?
Oh, very much.
Is a
He
thing.
is. What are you talking about? Do you not remember how it ends?
No, I don't. He betrays them. I remember that. No, I don't remember how it ends. He puts them all back. They all get put back in their own timelines. I don't know.
No.
It could be not. But anyway, it's most likely Shuri. And you know what? If the story's good, it's good. The only my hesitance of Shuri is oh, that's right. I remember him being alive now. Thank you, Jose. Alive but not available. Yes, definitely not fucking available. Now I remember. But yeah, I just all the shit about how the actress was like anti-vax and everything made me kind of not like her. But she's kept her mouth shut for a while. I don't know. Maybe she's wised up a bit. Maybe she'll
learn. Watch Gina Carano get her ass like dropped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, they will. Turns out, like.
Yeah.
Turns out if I fuck around, Disney will make me find out.
Yeah. So if she could be a good role model and not be, you know, crazy on social media, then whatever. I'm about second chances. I like second chances for people if they deserve them. You know, if I think that they've actually like are changing their behavior for real.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Or if she doesn't, she can go join Gina Carano making a movie with Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I want to see Ben Shapiro's version of Black Panther. That sounds.
Oh no, I don't.
I very much do, but not for any good reasons.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that's my theories.
I want to see his version of Star Wars too.
Oh, also, I don't think Namor is going to be the villain in the end. That's my other thought of this movie. Because he's not really a villain in the comics, per se.
No, he's just a giant asshole.
It's true. I think they're going to have to come together and fight a common enemy, is my guess. So we'll see. And I've heard rumors of who that might be. Joe's probably...
Oh yeah. I forgot. Yeah. Yes.
And we knew that shit was coming, so, you know.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I saw some pictures of that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard a rumor about that too, but I can't remember what the rumor I heard was.
I don't see this one. I feel like is a sure thing, so I don't want to say it because that would be a spoiler.
Yeah, no.
I am like 99.9% sure that part is happening, so I don't want to say it. Find out. It's on the internet, people.
Oh, before we move on to the next one, Ironheart is also in the trailer for.
Oh, that's right. Yes, she's going to be introduced in this movie.
Oh, cool.
It looks like that. Like she's going to be part of like an exchange group that's in Wakanda. Like, you know, because remember they were going to start opening up borders and having like exchanges and stuff. So she might be one of the people doing that. And she's going to have her own series later. So she gets introduced here. Oh, John says Killmonger will be Shuri's guide in the ancestral realm. That's interesting. Okay.
There are pictures of Riri Williams in her version 1 armor. All over
really?
it.
I've seen the
There is concept art, there are Funkos.
I've seen the Funko of it. So I knew it's out there, but I didn't see like pictures of her like really in it.
Yep.
That's cool though. We just watched Iron Man 1 and 2 today, me and my oldest. So, or no, 1 yesterday and 2 today. So, Iron Man fresh in my head.
1 like really holds up. 2 wasn't great to begin with.
Yeah.
1 was hilarious for me rewatching it because basically when Tony's busting out of the cave in that prototype scrap pulled together suit, the way he's like running around with his flamethrower and all that shit, you're like, this was Jon Favreau getting out his Mando fantasies early on, because this is literally the same fucking moves he uses later on, so it's funny.
I'm just wondering, I know in the comics, the AI in Ironheart's armor is Tony Stark.
Will he come back for that?
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're gonna do that, or
it'd be interesting if it was true. He doesn't have a lot going on these days. So, and voice work is a lot easier to fucking do, you know. It doesn't, a lot of these guys that got out of
you can do that from your closet in reality.
Right. A lot of them wanted out of their Marvel contracts after so long just because it took up so much time. So, We'll see. All right, and after Wakanda Forever, that is the end of Phase 4, aka the Trauma Chronicles. So,
The phase of emotional damage.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Oof. All hurts.
I feel like Phase 4 was really short and kind of like unsatisfying.
COVID.
In running time, it's the longest phase ever because of the shows.
Yeah. COVID fucked things up for release schedules.
I kind of agree with Nikki. I feel like Phase 4 has been it feels like a phase of missed opportunities to me, but that's mostly because everything I thought would happen hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like so much of a transition phase. I think we thought it would move along a little faster than it has.
And it have a little more connective tissue.
I think that's why it feels short. Is just like not that much happened.
Yeah.
In, like the larger story.
And I think what like today watching Iron Man 2, they reference Thor, the Thor movie, a bunch of times in that movie, and it was the next movie to be released, right? Like they're like, oh, we got to go to New Mexico. There's a fucking problem, and this and that. Like, so even though that was the first phase and they were building, like this was supposed to be another building phase, right? It still felt like they connected things together a little bit better. Nobody's talked about the giant man reaching out of the earth yet. I'm still on about that.
I expected a little more mustache twirling by Kang, if that makes sense.
I think we're getting a lot of that very soon.
Yeah, Ant-Man's going to be the first movie in Phase 5.
We keep saying that, though. We keep being like, okay, this is going to be the movie where we see more of Kang. This is going to be the movie. We're going to do it, like, and it's just...
Kang
Sorry,
watch.
Joe.
Kang watch.
I never thought that, though. I always knew Kang was coming back in Ant-Man.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd see him again before Ant-Man.
I thought... Well, in addition to Kang, I thought we were going to get more of the overall, like... You know how the entire world is at this point aware of what went on with Thanos and the blip and all of... How could they not be aware of that? But with everything that's gone on with the timeline getting all fucked, the... Okay, Doctor Strange used some magic that I have questions about still to fix what went on with Peter Parker's. But, like, it just feels like everyone is still not paying attention in a way that makes sense.
My husband's theory on that is that that's all purposely done.
I think so, too. I think it feels so disconnected so that they can pull it all together, because it feels like right now they're pulling on, like, 4 different threads at the same time. Yeah. And I think that's why they announced 2 Avengers movies at the same time, because... I think one of those movies is going to tackle half of the stuff, and the other might tackle the other half.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like everybody that we've seen in Phase 4 and we know is coming in Phase 5 and 6 now is going to be tied into the multiverse stuff. So I feel like they're almost doing like this stuff here, and then maybe at the end, like it all is one big event. But it feels like it's disconnected on purpose. It just doesn't feel great, you know?
Like my husband thinks we'll get a in-canon reason through the story why nothing is fitting together like it did. Like Kang running around pruning shit or things like that,
It almost
right?
makes me wonder if we have seen stuff from different realities.
Yeah, I thought that too. I thought that maybe we're seeing some things on some different timelines. But I don't know.
I think if Ant-Man was going to be in Phase 4 before they ended this phase, you'd feel better about Phase 4 as a whole. But because they're saying Wakanda Forever is the end of it, it kind of leaves Phase 4 where we are, you know.
No, they got to wrap up all the trauma first.
Yeah. With the next bit of parental trauma.
So on to Phase 5, which I have the timeline here, man. I was showing you guys this in real time as they were announcing it, and then finally I just was like, fuck it, I'm not going to send this graphic until I get the last one.
I was driving, so I didn't get to see it until the end.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Very
so I was watching all the tweeting footage, trying to figure out what was going on. So Ant-Man Quantumania in February. That is the beginning of Phase 5.
I thought that was going to be a Phase 4 movie originally.
Yeah, I guess they reshuffled things a bit. But we will get Kang in that movie. We are getting...
showed a trailer exclusively at Comic Con for this, not to us.
Yeah, but we did see a poster, which we see grown-up Cassie, Scott's daughter, in a suit, in a ant wasp suit. I don't one of those whatever suits. I don't know what kind of bug she's gonna be.
She has 2 different characters she could become from the comic.
Yeah. MODOK is confirmed from the footage. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but whatever. Let's do. I mean, because MODOK is just so fucking silly looking to me. So let's see how they fucking do it. Whatever. And then Bill Murray is gonna be like a king inside the quantum realm. And then I heard that he is like the same species or type. I have seen the trailer. That's right, John. Sorry. I did see parts of it. You know, Bigfoot footage style. So did I really see it?
Literally really from some guy in the 3rd row, like straight up in the air, like half the screen, because he's hiding his phone.
I'm watching it right now.
The only reason Marvel is sliding with this is because they gave us like 2 or 3 other things that they showed everybody. So we're all happy with that stuff. So we're not ignoring, but it makes it easier to swallow that they didn't show us the other 3 things that they showed.
Which I guess, according to James Gunn, is because he didn't feel like the CGI quality was there, that he wouldn't want everybody to see it. Like, because he knows once it's out on the internet, people are going to dissect it frame by frame, and he didn't want it to look bad. Like, so... but anyway, so Bill Murray's species is supposed to be whatever the Grandmaster is from Thor 3, Jeff Goldblum's character.
Okay.
Right? Like, so they're like kind of like the same, which makes sense because Bill Murray and Jeff Goldblum kind of have that same vibe in a way, right? So, cool. So we're definitely going to see Kang. He challenges Scott's ego from the footage, basically.
He asked Scott if he's an Avenger, and then Scott said yes, and he says, "Have I already killed you before?" Yeah.
So that should be a fun movie. So I'm excited for that.
For this one.
Yeah. And then...
It's going to be wild.
I don't care about Ant-Man normally, so...
Oh, my friend John doesn't think that that's what Bill Murray is, truthfully. It's possible. They could be pulling a switcheroo on us, too. They like to do that. The next thing that's coming out is Secret Invasion, which is the Nick Fury show, which I finally saw footage of today. Did you guys catch it before it got pulled?
I didn't.
It's almost just audio more than it is video.
Yeah, you can't really see it. It's all blurry.
So, Secret Invasion is supposed to be being invaded by Skrulls, right?
Yes.
Do
we
think there's another faction of Skrulls out there?
It's gonna have to be, right? I was thinking that the other day, when I was watching Captain Marvel with Luke, because we're going in chronological order. I'm like, these Skrulls, why would they betray Nick Fury, right? Like,
it wouldn't make sense.
It's not them.
Yeah.
It's a different show. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, they already flipped the Skrull narrative up on its head with Captain Marvel, so I expect more of that. It's supposed to be a heavy espionage show. Like, it's supposed to be...
That's cool.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get a real trailer for that at some point, but it's going to probably be closer to... It doesn't have an exact date. It just says spring 2023. But it's a little bit after on the timeline thing on Ant-Man. So it could premiere like a week or two after that. So early March maybe. Late February. Who fucking knows?
I'm guessing March.
So that'll be cool. I love Nick Fury. I'm glad Sam L gets to fucking have a whole thing based on him. So I'm about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they'll do, if it's separate Skrull factions, different aliens, who knows. So I got no theories there yet.
It would be a good way to bring in the Shi'ar or something like that.
That's true. That would be cool.
And then tie them to the X-Men eventually.
Yeah, I heard a rumor today that the reason we're not getting mutants and X-Men in the MCU until 2025 is because when they bought out Fox, they had to honor the actors' contracts.
Yes.
Which means that they cannot recast any existing character until 2025 when the contracts expire.
Good.
I wonder if they could pay off an actor, though, to, like, end
it
the
makes
contract.
sense, though. I mean, it makes perfect sense now. Now that we know what's coming. that after everything they've announced with Phase 6, they'll start doing that.
Yeah, I thought they maybe start dropping some in here and there, though. Like, we finally start seeing them.
Yeah, they might start
But
dropping
maybe
some
we
smaller
will.
characters, you know?
We might see some X-Men, just not any of the ones that have current actors under contract for them. So
I was really hoping they were going to keep some of them on. I love McAvoy as
They
Professor
still
X.
might. I mean, McAvoy and fucking. Who's the
Magneto,
guy?
Nazi Hunter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sophie
Sophie Turner's
Fassbender.
a pretty good Jean
Fassbender.
Grey. Like,
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah,
some
that
really good
casting
ones.
for that group of X-Men was really good. Really good. That was not the issue with those movies. The cast was pretty good.
at all.
Yeah, so who knows? I mean, they could maybe buy out contracts. They could try to bring some back, but that's why apparently we're not seeing any. So I just heard that today. So after Secret Invasion in May, early May, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Woo! That movie's gonna wreck me. Trauma time is not over.
It is gonna rip our hearts out.
I might actually see my husband cry for the first time.
Seeing the leaked footage, like the first 30 seconds of the leaked footage, like basically is like you finding out that the version of Gamora that came forward with Thanos is now the leader of the Ravagers, and like has a run-in with Peter and the Guardians, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is gonna rip my heart out.
That makes so much sense, though.
Ah! I can't wait.
And we're gonna have Adam Warlock. We have the High Evolutionary, who I suspect is actually the main villain of this movie, not Adam Warlock. The High Evolutionary is responsible for Rocket being what he is.
This is a Rocket story.
Yeah. But he has ties to all sorts of fucking people. That motherfucker is tied all over Marvel to all these different characters. So it's a good way to tie that into other stuff if we want.
Amazing. John says apparently in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 filming, they filmed a death scene for everyone so no one would know which ones are actually being used.
It's true. Even the cast doesn't know.
That's funny. That's good.
There's only one.
That's fucked
There's
up.
only one character I know is safe. It's only one, and it's Rocket.
Oh, don't say that. I don't want my husband to think that. I want him to go
That's what I've
invulnerable
heard.
and sad.
That's what I've heard. Because I don't know for sure, but my reasoning is Rocket will lead the team in the future. Because James Gunn said it at Comic-Con and has been saying over the last couple of months online that this is the last movie with this version.
Yeah.
So
I would love to see them do the version where Kitty Pryde is Star-Lord eventually.
Huh, that would be interesting. Yeah, why not? Why the fuck not? Look at you know what else we have before all of this too is the Guardians Holiday Special, which they also didn't talk about. So
that's gonna be
they
cute.
have Kevin Feige said the next day, hey guys, there's 7 or 8 things we didn't show you all. We still have 23 coming up.
I mean, we know 3 for sure that are announced that they didn't talk about. So yeah. So that's that. Alright, well, I'm looking forward to that one. I know that's gonna fucking destroy me. We did have the trailer for a little while, then it got yanked. So, woohoo!
There's a baby rocket. There's a baby rocket in the trailer. Can't wait to see it.
So fucking cute. Oh, and young adult Groot, man.
I'm excited for Groot to not be a little baby Groot anymore. I mean, I know he's been a teen Groot for the last couple things, but he really hasn't done shit, and I'm kind of over his teenage phase.
Aww. To be fair, so the reason I was able to convince my son to start watching Marvel movies is he watched Guardians first, and he loved it. I said, listen, we could just watch a whole bunch of movies like this. He finally believed me. He's finally watching all the movies. But Guardians is what sold him, so good on James Gunn. I hope he does more Marvel shit in the future. I know he's done with Guardians after this, but maybe he'll do some things down the road. Maybe a series. He does like filming TV. So, we'll see. Alright, after Guardians, we have... Actually, Echo might come out slightly before Guardians, or at the same time, or just after. And Echo is the show of Kingpin's adopted daughter, who we first saw in Hawkeye. And they've confirmed Daredevil and Kingpin will be in that show. For obvious reasons, right? Woohoo! But that is all I know about that show, because I don't think anything else came out about it yet.
Daredevil and Kingpin are it. That's all we know.
That's all we know. I'm looking forward to it, though. They're definitely doing a lot more, like, we're going to focus on some street-level shit. And Echo is definitely on that level, so it's going to be cool. Alright. So after that, we have Loki Season 2, which I think will be the next place that we see Kang pop up, right?
When is the premiere for that?
Summer 2023. That's all it says. It is after Echo, however, because that comes first. So, if Echo starts right around when Guardians comes out, that's the very beginning of May. It says that the Marvels, which is the next movie to come out, is July 28th, and it is, like, basically right next to Loki on the timeline. Like, they're, like, standing on top of each other, so it's probably going to be end of July that Loki Season 2 comes out. Yeah.
You guys watched Miss Marvel.
Yes.
I did not. I still did not. I don't care about spoilers.
Joe!
Joe, you didn't do your homework.
I already know the spoilers. I will. I'm going to watch it. But like,
it was spoiled for me, too.
Give me your takes on it.
I loved it.
It was really cute.
It was super cute.
Like,
yeah.
It's one of those ones where it's like, I feel like I can't judge it too harshly because it's for kids.
It felt like
it's
it was
like a
so
YA novel.
Yeah.
But it reminded me, like, of how upbeat and positive it was. It kind of reminded me of the Ted Lasso of Marvel, basically. And that's why
There was
fucking
a lot...
watch it.
It still was about intergenerational trauma.
That's true. But they kind of resolved some of it, in a way.
Yeah,
they
a little
closer.
bit. Too quickly. That's not how that works.
We keep having these, like, movies in these shows that are, like, solving intergenerational trauma, and nobody has to die first. Like...
We solved our trauma in 2 conversations.
So I think her mom has powers, by the way.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So Kamala's a mutant. So cool that they changed that.
They said the thing.
They said the word. They changed her from an inhuman to mutant.
You don't say the word mutation or mutant in the Marvel universe without that having meaning.
That's
like,
the meaning.
You can't take that back now.
Nope, no take backsies. That's it. It's it. She's a mutant. I think her mom's a mutant. I think her mom has powers. So that's
notably her brother is not.
Right. Well, it skips. It skips sometimes. Doesn't.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right? But that's why I think her mom was right like that, accepting everything.
So the moment I saw the bangle, I was like, that looks a lot like the 9 Rings.
They took it off of a blue body.
Yeah, I noticed
think
that.
it's Kree, right?
No.
They don't
Maybe?
think it could be Kree. Remember,
So it
Kree
could
have
be
all
Kree.
sorts of weird weapon things, right?
But it looked like the 9 Rings to me, and at the end of Shang-Chi, Captain Marvel says it doesn't look like any alien thing she knows of.
That's true. That's true. But hey, we're gonna find out, because the Marvels is coming out right when Loki comes out. And the stinger for Miss Marvel was her and Captain Marvel get hijinks. They switch places in the universe. So wherever Captain Marvel was, somewhere out in space, her and Miss Marvel swap. And it has to do with the bangle.
The theory I saw floating around and actually heard from my sister before I saw it was that Captain Marvel was in the negative zone.
No. Huh.
But I think you can't do the negative zone without having Reed Richards first.
Reed Richards might be around already. We don't know.
Yes,
No.
he's just
But-
Shang-Chi.
I think what happened is probably Captain Marvel found the other bangle and maybe was touching that when it happened.
Oh, that's a good thought.
That's what I think happened. So remember,
Jose says quantum band.
Quantum band calling. Now that's possible. She did travel in time and do all sorts of crazy shit with it, right? So why not? That makes a lot of sense. She did go back in time and save herself, basically. She had the grandfather paradox in a way. It was neat. But I think that's what it is, and it also has to do with the post cred for Shang-Chi, which is like she's investigating the fucking 10 rings. So if she's investigating the 10 rings and then she finds this bangle, right?
It's a better device for traveling than a fucking lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Well, it would be interesting too, because the quantum bands are related to Nova as well, and I'm figuring he's going to show up in the Marvels.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So I think the Marvels has a really cool potential to tie some shit together.
There's so much shit going on. Like, there is so much stuff happening in this universe.
Yeah, because it's
weird.
It's got cosmic, it's got magic, it's got
time.
Street level,
multiverse, time,
and then it has like supernatural.
Like the time stuff mixed with the multiverse stuff like fucks with my head. Like, they're gonna have to really like flesh that out nicely. Like,
I just think of it as the same thing, to be honest.
Well, because he did have a time stone, right? So
Loki ending up in like another universe's version of the TVA, like in a different time, like fucks with me big time.
I don't know if that's what happened, or like he stopped that reality that he was in from ever happening.
So the way I square this in my head is that the TVA was pruning universes, essentially.
Yeah. Kang wanted the 616 universe.
Right. And now we have multiple universes, hence the multiverse. And those are separate timelines, but they're just separate universes. It's like Star Trek time travel.
But they might be intersected by the same in-between planes of existence.
Yes, the plane of shadow touches all prime material planes.
Yes, it is a D&D fact, and it is also, I think, an MCU reality. We will see. We will see how this works. Because think of all the realms we have.
Yeah.
First of all, we have a shit ton of realms of the dead confirmed right now. We've got Valhalla is confirmed in Thor. We've got the ancestral plane. We've got the Duat. What else do we have?
The what?
The Duat from Moon Knight.
Oh, okay.
I
hadn't seen that.
Those are all like ancestral planes of the dead, right? And then we have the negative zone. We have the place that Jin were from. We have the dark realm, where Doctor Strange likes to go fuck around in all the time. All these different realms, but I think that they touch all the different timelines. So like, there's one like negative zone that touches everything. So multiple characters could come into the negative zone from different timelines and all meet there, right? Well, I don't know. We'll see.
If you think of it as reality is reality, and those other multiverses are different versions of reality, but other planes, like you're saying, and like Jose just said, exist outside of time, those other planes are where characters could possibly meet, things like that.
Like the quantum realm.
Right.
The quantum realm,
and I think the TVA is in the quantum realm.
That would make sense.
So I think that's where that is. So we'll find out. We'll find out more. That's all stuff.
Will we, though?
And Loki Season 2, more will happen. Between Quantumania and Loki Season 2, I think we'll get a better idea of how it's working.
We'll go rewatch Loki before Dragon Con and get on some of that TVA.
Alright, after the Marvels, which is July 28th, the next thing... Oh, this is a big gap. We're definitely going to get something between. November 9th is the next thing, and it's Blade. I'm so excited for Blade. Anyway.
Blade just feels so random in all of it.
Well, Blade is both street level and supernatural.
Yes, and he's Murder the Midnight Suns, and they trademarked it. It's coming.
They trademarked it for the game, I thought, though.
No, it's under their other media properties trademarks, too.
Okay. Well, if we get Midnight Suns, that means Ghost Rider.
Blade. We already have Black Knight, who technically isn't a Midnight Sun, but he fits also because Blade is talking to him in the stinger for the post-credit scene for Eternals. Huh?
Couldn't they throw Blade in with the Thunderbirds and just not do Midnight Sun?
How dare you?
Sorry, my bad.
Wait.
No!
Blade was in the stinger for Eternals?
Yes!
I haven't seen Eternals.
You don't see him. You only hear him.
I mean, it's Mahershala Ali. I'm
yeah,
hearing
you know his
That's
voice.
why I'm interested in this movie, because otherwise I'd be like, do I really need a Blade movie?
Do they hunt to a playlist? That's the real question here.
They're gonna hunt Dracula.
Just starting big.
Why not?
Who is apparently going to be played by Homelander's actor.
Anthony Starr. I mean, we thought they were going to reveal that at Comic-Con and they didn't. So I don't know if it's true. We'll find out. He could do it. I mean, dude has this fucking... Like, he looks like a shark. I don't know how to describe him.
He's got a punchable face.
He's got,
He
like...
looks evil.
He's got, like, shark eyes. And I'm sure he's not, like, a terrible dude, but he just plays a really terrible character. I just want to fucking punch him.
Yeah, he's got a punchable face.
He looks like he gets insider stock tips every day.
It looks like he drinks someone's breast milk.
And I'm the one that's watched The Boys here, and not you guys. But yeah, it makes it rough. I'm so excited for Blade, though. It's going to be a great movie. But there's a huge gap between July 28th and November 9th. So why aren't they going to... Or November 3rd.
There's stuff in there.
Something's going to go in there.
There's other shows that they're going to go over.
They still need to do Armor Wars.
That's going to be in that gap.
And they're filming
Armor Wars
it right now.
has already been announced, I thought.
Yeah, but they didn't talk about it here. They're only just filming it now. So, in Atlanta.
The guy who's working on it literally put it on his Instagram. Don't worry, guys, we're still good.
Yeah.
They're just not talking about it right now. We're going to talk about it in the show, basically.
Yeah, D23. And then after Blade comes Ironheart, the TV show.
Hold on. We need to talk about Blade more. Because I'm excited for Blade.
I will talk about Blade all day. Let's go.
Mahershala Ali is in it. And just the fact that Nikki is probably going to have to deal with an MCU version of Dracula makes me fucking thrilled.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's just more evidence that every single adaptation of Dracula is significantly better than the original.
It's true.
Except for the BBC one.
Except for the recent BBC adaptation.
It is so bad.
I've not seen that one.
You don't.
Don't.
It's not even so bad it's good. It's just like... Why? Like, I can read Dracula. I don't even want to hate watch that. I'm just like...
It's Stephen Moffat, and
he did bad?
It's real bad. We got...
Okay.
So it's 3 episodes, I think, and they're each an hour and a half. And we got halfway through the second episode and went, well, we have to fucking finish it now. Like...
Yeah, you gotta finish it. It is known.
What was that movie that came out a couple years ago where Dracula's like a warrior and he has like armor? Steve, you know the movie I'm talking about?
Dracula Untold.
Was that it?
Yeah, the guy that looks like he should be Orlando Bloom's dad.
Yes.
Was that Dracula?
Yes. Yeah.
From The Hobbit.
You're talking about Luke Evans?
Yes. He's a handsome dude.
He's Bard the Bowman.
Right, but you guys knew exactly what I meant by that, so that's okay. Yeah, that was supposed to be part of Universal's MCU of monsters, basically, right? And it just did not.
The thing Tom Cruise ruined?
Tom Cruise ruined.
Yeah, so that didn't happen, which is sad. I actually liked that Dracula movie. It wasn't the worst.
I would have loved to have seen their take on Frankenstein.
We don't talk about that abomination of a mummy movie. We only talk about it.
Nope.
The only mummy I recognize is Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz.
That's right. That's right. Those movies are great. Oh, but oh fuck. I'll talk about him later. I can't remember his name right now.
What's next?
All right, so after Blade, we have Ironheart, the TV show. After that, winter 2023 into 24, we got Agatha, Coven of Chaos. They changed the name. It's no longer the House of Harkness.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We might get Wanda back.
Do you think this is when we get Wanda back?
Yeah, I think we might get Wanda back.
Based on, what else comes before that, I don't think there's another time for her to show up, unless it's in one, like something they haven't shown us yet, but
Blade?
yeah.
I don't think she'll show up in Blade.
Blade's the only thing I can think of.
And she's destroyed the Darkhold, and we don't...
Maybe Loki. I don't know.
I would imagine when
anything
she
can
comes
happen.
back,
Loki.
she will be seeking penance and not doing her crazy Scarlet Witch thing anymore. I think Agatha's probably.
You know what? What's his face? The High Evolutionary is tied to Mount Wundagore, which is also where Agatha's from. I mean, I don't think it happened in Guardians. That character, though, is just fucking connected all over the place. He's fucking weird. So I don't know.
They'll just use that later, his connections later.
Yeah.
What was that rumor that we saw, like, Scarlet Witch in Mount Wundagore or something?
Well, that's like... supposedly that Wundagore was where the final battle took place in Multiverse of Madness, right? That was where the temple was. That was like
Okay.
That was on Wundagore, but Wundagore was like also a huge place in the comics. Like that was where they were raised, her and Quicksilver, by Agatha, and a cow woman, whose name I can't fucking remember right now.
Why not?
I have a lot of knowledge in my head, and only sometimes do these things stick. But I know she was a cow woman. But anyway, it was like a magical, crazy mountain. So yeah, I think we'll get Wanda back then, if not before that somehow. But we'll see.
I just want Wanda back.
Me too.
Me too.
They did my girl dirty.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. If it serves a purpose later on, I'll forgive it. But you know.
Bring back Wanda.
All right, spring 2024. We have Daredevil Born Again. 18 fucking episodes.
The
That
return of
sounds-
the action Catholic.
I was just saying, this is actually.
That's an actual season of a show.
The real question is, does Foggy still suck?
Yes.
Will he
answer is
come
yes.
back? Probably.
He will not come back.
I don't know. You know what blew my mind? Finding out that that's the same guy from the Mighty Ducks.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes,
what?
it is.
Yes, he played the fucking big kid that could
Yep.
that could shoot the puck real like hard, but he couldn't skate. That was
The number
him.
Bash
dude?
Brothers. One of the Bash Brothers. I
The
can't remember.
Bash
his-
Brothers. Yeah. That blew my
I've been trying to
mind.
get Greg to do a Bash Brothers costume with me for years, and he hasn't do it. He won't do it.
God damn it, Greg. You should do it.
Doing something good.
And then we know for Daredevil we'll get Vincent D'Onofrio back too. So cool. I heard rumors that we'll get Elektra back also.
Do you
It's
think we
18
see Iron
episodes.
Fist?
It's 18 episodes, so they're going to be 7 minutes long. That's all they'll do.
They're just like going to put the whole thing on TikTok.
No, it's all going to be Quibi. It's all Quibi episodes.
Marvel doesn't do us this dirty, okay? If this was Star Wars talking, then okay. But Marvel usually does better. We'll
everything
see.
Star Wars has released so far has been an episode on Quibi.
I hope that Daredevil Born Again is a musical.
has a musical episode.
That would be amazing.
And then so that's spring 2024, and then May 3rd is Captain America: New World Order. So again, that's a pretty big gap. So I think we might get something else in there too. We'll see. I mean, I don't know what the focus for that's going to be yet. So cool. And then July 28th. God, I need glasses. Is Thunderbolts.
Thunderbirds.
Is that what you meant before when you were saying that?
Yeah,
Yes.
when I said
Oh,
Thunderbirds,
it's
I said
Thunderbolts,
but I just-
dude!
Okay, I hear Thunderbolts and I immediately think of My Little Pony. Because
Okay.
that was the name of the racing team.
So
that
General,
they put out.
you guys remember General
Thunderbolts
Ross?
is like the anti-hero team of the MCU.
You remember General Ross?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
His nickname was General Thunderbolt Ross. It was his team.
Yeah, the problem is he died.
The
Still
actor
gonna
died.
think
I
of,
wonder if, I wonder if they're gonna recast him.
They might also have someone else bring them together.
Well, they are. They're
and
gonna have
name it after
Julia,
him.
Madam
Madam
Hydra.
Hydra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be that. And you know, before they announced the Phase 6 shit, when I was watching them talk about all this, I was like, man, there's no team up in any of this except for Thunderbolts. Oh no, his Phase 5's fucking team up fucking story, the bad guys. That's what they're gonna do to us. And then they talked about Phase 6, which I'll get to in a minute. I'm excited for Thunderbolts. I think it's gonna be cool.
I'm interested. My first exposure to Thunderbolts was actually during the Civil War comics when Venom is a member of the team.
Yeah. You know
And
who
I
else
really,
leads Thunderbolts is Norman Osborn.
yeah.
So they might bring him back.
That would
All I
be
know
cool.
is they better have Deadpool in it.
His movie's also not on this fucking list, and we know it's coming too. So I don't.
They probably can't make a Deadpool movie until they can make mutants movies.
No, that's not
No,
true because
no,
they're
that's not
honoring his contract. Because it's Ryan Reynolds.
Just you can't recast. You can use them if you want.
Right.
That's why it's upsetting, Steve, because if they
Yes.
were going to use McAvoy as Xavier still, they could do it right now.
That's how they were able to bring in Patrick Stewart. That's how
Yeah,
they were able
that
to
makes
bring
sense.
in Evan Peters
Quicksilver?
as Quicksilver.
The other Quicksilver.
Right.
I think he's still going to be Quicksilver.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible, maybe in how Coven of Chaos, but yeah, Deadpool is definitely gonna happen and played by Ryan Reynolds. Like they already talked about all that shit. In fact, I saw a Kevin Feige quote about it today about him talking about it. How like the third episode is always supposed to be real big. So they're trying to figure out how to do that with Deadpool. So
What
he's
if
coming. Yeah. So we'll
the
see.
way
I
you
just
bring
need-
Deadpool
yeah.
into the MCU is he shows up in an episode of Spider-Man freshman year.
Oh,
Well, that's an animated show, but they could.
I know.
and also Daredevil's going to be in it, voiced by Charlie Cox. So I mean, why not? Why not?
I want Deadpool to see Spider-Man, like immediately fall in love and be all about this and find out that he's like 18 and be like, oh.
Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah.
Then he's got to go find a universe where he's, a little bit older.
Gonna go find Andrew Garfield.
I need
Tobey Maguire.
Deadpool to be in the Thunderbolts so he can just be there and make fun of that fake Captain America motherfucker the whole time.
Oh, that would be good. You know, it'd be like a funny premise for Deadpool would be like he gets thrown into a rift through like the multiverse into a different like timeline, but like it's one where everybody's really serious and he's the only one out of place in it. So like he has all this fucking commentary going on, but he, like everybody else is just like, what? Like.
I would love to see like such and such and Deadpool, and it looks like Deadpool like wrote it with Sharpie real quick.
Like he
And
tacked
then it's
himself
just
on
him
at the
leaning
end.
on the fourth wall the entire movie.
That would also be good. There's a lot of ways they could do this.
They could bring
Yeah,
him
they
in
could do
Loki.
some really fun stuff with multiverse Deadpool stuff.
Especially because this could be rated R. They confirmed it, so we'll see.
They could also bring him in Loki, because that's going to be multiversal.
Yeah. There's lots of things.
I hope they bring in the Deadpool and Loki that has the mouth stitched shut from X-Men. That would be funny, man.
How
That's
dare
always-
you? No, hold on. Ryan Reynolds is dead. Wait, he already in the end of the last Deadpool traveled through the multiverse and killed that version. Did you remember Deadpool 2? He was the
didn't
first
really?
one.
Oh,
He was the.
You're right. I forgot. I mean, it's been a while since I saw that movie.
Me too.
I
But I,
thought
just
Deadpool
remembered
2 was
that.
just okay.
It
So
wasn't
wait,
as good
Deadpool
as one.
already went through the multiverse? They
Yes,
definitely did.
Deadpool was the first one to go through the multiverse.
I forgot about that. All right. You're right.
All right, so Thunderbolts ends fucking Phase 5, and then Phase 6, we have 3 confirmations, starting with Fantastic Four in November of 2024, and then 2 fucking Avengers movies in 1 year that are going to be written and directed by 2 different people.
Just want to I don't know if I'm alone in this. Maybe people listening or listening to it later can also chime in. I am overwhelmed by the 2 years of content where it's like, here it is. I don't like it.
At least we know
Love
it's
it.
all going to fucking happen.
I love
That's
it.
true.
I'm on the I love this side.
I can't keep it all straight. Like, you guys, 6 months from now, you guys are going to be like, oh yeah, Thunderbolts. I'm going to be like, what? Explain
That's
that one to me again.
It's because
That's totally valid, too.
It's because all this real estate in my head, okay, on my brain, seriously, half of it's probably real world knowledge that I need, and the other half is Star Wars, Forgotten Realms, and Marvel. That is all that takes in Lord of the Rings. That's what takes up real estate in here. It should be more useful things, but it's not.
I just can't
We
keep
got-
it straight. It's
we
too
got
much
through
to
Marvel.
care about.
are we going to talk about any of the other stuff? Because
We
the
better
D&D movie looks really fun.
I
Oh,
figured
that
out the
looks
whole
fun.
plot. Oh my god, I figured out which ones they're using. It's gonna start off with the Waterdeep heist, and then it's Horde of the Dragon Queen. Okay, sorry.
But at
Sorry.
one point,
I didn't
is
play
some-
those adventures.
At one point, though, is somebody gonna die, and then that actor's gonna come back playing his identical twin brother?
Someone I know was saying they really hope that happens as a prologue with Chris Pine just showing up like...
He's a harper. He's playing a harper.
Is he playing a harper?
Yes, he has the
Yeah,
pin.
he's
That's amazing.
He has the pin.
He's a bard.
He's a bard, but the harpers are one of the
They're an organization.
within the Forgotten Realms. That big castle we see is castle in Neverwinter. It's Castle Neverwinter. Also, the really chonky dragon is a canon dragon. That's like he's real. He came from Graxlug, which is a Dugarf city in Underdark. But everybody's like, "What? Does that red dragon look all fucked up?" And I was like, I think it looks fucked up too, but hold on. And then I found the canon picture, and he is literally a chunk of a red dragon. They just literally made him.
Honestly, my only complaint, and I sound like one of the piss babies on the internet because of it, they didn't make their tiefling nearly weird enough.
She's got a tail and horns. What else do you need?
Weird colored skin, make the horns a little bit bigger, like...
It could be weirder.
It
That's
could
my
be
complaint.
weird.
I mean, it could
That's
be
generally
weirder.
my complaint about most things.
Oh,
it
we're gonna
could
see
be weirder.
The bad guy, I think, is Zaz Tam.
Really?
Yes! He's a lich in red robes, man! See, Joe's just like, he's tuned us out now. He doesn't know what's going
Yeah, you and I are the only ones who know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm
excited.
I know way too much about Forgotten Realms. So.
I do really hope, like, they're doing this. It sounds like it's going to be funny, which like, that's the only way to do a D&D movie.
Yeah.
I do hope they take some of that lore and make it just, like, as a person that's heard bits and pieces of the lore and the books and stuff, I would love to see that played straight. Like,
yeah.
Driz.
Yeah, I don't think he's not gonna be in it.
No, but I want something separate with him.
Supposedly there is a live-action Drizzt series in the works. I am going to call him Drizzit for the rest of my life because that's what I've been calling him since I was 12. But
hey, the new Driz book comes out next week.
I'm
So
a few books back.
They could potentially do that show, but we'll see. I don't think we're gonna see him for sure in this movie, though.
If we do, it's going to be as a
might-
background cameo or an Easter egg, I think.
I
I mean,
don't
in
know.
Neverwinter, he could be there.
Yes. There's lots of things that could happen. Now we know that they have canonical NPCs showing up. So who knows? Who knows? But it depends on what the year and a lot of nuances. But anyway, I'm excited for that movie. The music in the trailer kind of threw me off at first, but the thing that I really didn't like, the only thing I didn't like, is I think they made the Duke look not so hot. That's what makes me sad. I call him the Duke because he's from Bridgerton. He's not a Duke in in this. He's the Duke in Bridgerton, and he was really fucking hot. But then they gave him a weird hairstyle in the D&D movie. It's not so hot. So that's my criticism. That's my criticism of this whole thing. I don't know.
I was telling one of my friends, for me, it has a very A Knight's Tale vibe.
Which is cool.
And
I
A
can
Knight's
dig
Tale
it.
is my favorite movie of all time.
D&D should be fun. It doesn't have to be Game of Thrones, like, seriousness.
D&D is only not fun if you can only do D&D wrong if you're not having fun.
That's right. So I'm excited for that one. We'll probably talk more about it as it gets closer to it. We don't have to. What Joe is like the he's the
I
sad
just hope
Hulk
everybody.
meme.
I just want everyone to have fun. That's all I'm.
You're right now. You were the fucking
Hey, the trailer was good. I'll
Yeah.
watch it.
Joe's like, you guys are happy, and I'm really happy about that.
He's
If my friends are happy, then I'm happy with this.
But all right, but before all that comes out anyway, is Lord of the Rings. So
Yeah.
That's the one.
And that comes out on my birthday, September 1st at 8 p.m. Don't listen to what they say. It is not September 2nd.
Yeah, I apparently am gonna have to wait to watch that till like 11 p.m.
Yeah,
Please,
all
wait.
y'all are going to be at Dragon Con.
Please
No,
wait
well,
for me.
someone decided he's going to a baseball game that night.
Please wait for me.
Well,
Wait, what's
I'm
happening?
oh
I'm
no.
going the Thursday night of Dragon Con. I'm going to the Braves game with Nick and Sam.
Your
and-
priorities are wrong, sir.
Got it. So you're choosing baseball
No.
over Lord of the Rings. That's
No.
fair. That's totally fair. It's a fair
No.
choice.
Well, we can
He
talk
has
since
asked
we're,
us very nicely to wait for him.
we
Please wait for me. I want to be on the Lord of the Rings hype this time. Don't.
Well, we will talk more
Me and
about
Ben
Lord
are
of the
just
Rings.
gonna make some shit up to tell you when you get back and say we watched it.
That hot Sauron, not so hot. Eminem Sauron started busting out some rhymes. I don't know. No,
I mean,
don't know.
none
The
of
real
that-
Slim Sauron.
None of that's anything to me. I'm going into this like totally blind.
I
so-
mean, a lot of people are, because the Silmarillion is not something that most people have read.
It's not very accessible.
It's extremely accessible. It's a book. You can buy it.
Yes,
No, I
but I
mean,
mean, you have
There's
to
an
be real
audiobook for
dedicated.
people who
to fucking
have
read
some
it.
vision issues.
It's
Listen.
a textbook.
Listen,
It's
I,
a-
Yes, it's a
I-
history
I
textbook.
like things like that, and I had a hard time at some point.
I can't even get through Lord of the Rings. I've tried 3 separate times.
I should like.
You should probably
study
start with The
fuck
Hobbit.
Out of the similar.
I will.
I
I
can't
will
even say the word.
strangle you, Steven.
All
I
right.
can't even say the word. I should study the fuck
Similarian?
out of it before this show comes out,
So you
and
can
then
try
like
to
blow
surprise
you guys'
us?
mind. Like when stuff starts happening in the show, like just like, oh yeah, this refers to this, and this refers that would be fucking hilarious.
So
That would
I
be
feel
fun.
like-
That
I
would
know
be
a
fun.
guy. I know a guy you can follow on TikTok where it'll start. You don't even have to
That's
I
read
met
true.
him
it.
at my friend's wedding.
That was
Fucking
yes.
send me
Met.
that shit. Let's go.
All right.
I got a month to understand that shit.
He will be a Lord of the Rings scholar by the time the show
I-
comes out. All
I'm
right. It's
fairly
You
late,
just have to
though.
convinced.
say the name, say the name of some mental health medication, and say that you just pick 2 mental health medications. Say that you really liked when they met at, and then you name an English town that has fewer than 200 people in it, and it will sound like Lord of the Rings.
That's
She's
fair.
And somebody
That's not-
and somebody in the comments will argue with me that it wasn't actually good, right?
I'm telling
so-
you, most people haven't read the Silmarillion. They're going in blind. We'll see.
I've read it multiple times because I am both a Lord of the Rings and a history nerd. But I'm actually convinced the first episode of this show is going to be nothing but a prologue.
Probably.
Yeah.
They're gonna have
That's
to.
No, I
how
think they already
that's how Lord
said
of the
that.
Rings works. I'm
I
fine
think
with
they
it.
already said that.
I'm pretty sure that we have seen very little from beyond that prologue.
That's also true.
The
The female
and
dwarves do
I'm
have
real
beards.
hyped for that.
By the way, they do. It's confirmed. All right. We will talk more about Lord of the Rings probably next week. We made it through most of the Marvel news this week, so anything that we forgot or we find out more info, we can talk about that next week. Did we get more Star Wars news? We got the confirmed casting for the Acolyte. What, more than that? No way. There's no more than that. You liar. Why are you pointing your finger, Joe?
My ear is a buzzing this week with Boba Fett season 2.
I heard they might announce that at D23. I heard
What
it
the
is
fuck
possible.
will that even be
I
about?
heard it's fucking possible too. What will it be about?
And it sounds
I don't
like
know.
it will be just like season 1 where it's actually Mando season 4.
Could Boba leave Tatooine this time?
Boba's leaving Tatooine in Mando season 3.
Oh, well, yeah.
All right.
Maybe they'll
Let's
fix
fucking
it.
go. No, sometimes the first season's real fucking rough, and then the second season
Yeah,
finds its legs. It could
maybe
be
they're-
that.
I also heard that if you're a person who likes when Boba Fett changes his armor up and gets new armor, you should be excited for Mando season 3.
I am a person who likes that, to
Is
be
he gonna go all
honest.
black? No.
No,
I
I think
heard-
he's gonna...
I heard he gets a poncho.
Okay, now it's like,
Wait,
are you fucking us?
I hope to God it's a Gabber Creek poncho. I hope to God it is. I don't know that it is. I have no reason to believe that based on our friend group. I just know that I read leaked information that Boba Fett gets a poncho and some upgraded armor for Mando Season 3. And as soon as I read poncho, I was like, I hope it's one of my fucking friends' ponchos.
I want to buy one of her
Seems
ponchos.
unlikely,
Oh,
but would be
I love the black
amazing.
ones. But anyway.
Weird things have happened when it comes to Star Wars, buying people's merchandise and using them in shows. It happens
true.
all the time for
It's true.
armor stuff. Especially now, all of the stuff that's like Mando's got. Sorry, we're going long. All the stuff that's the Gauntlet stuff and whatever is bought by, like, they bought it.
It's
from
cheaper for them to do it that way.
Yes,
Yeah.
they bought it from the people that make it and sell it online.
Yep.
So
It's
it's
easier.
possible. It's possible. Anyways,
Captain
I'm
X-Wing butt made.
I heard some really interesting stuff about Andor, but
We'll
nothing
talk
like-
about it next week. We've got time. So that's it for tonight. We went real long because there was a lot of fucking Marvel shit to talk about. So, all right, everybody. See y'all next week. Poncho. I want a fucking poncho.
Nobody-
Poncho!